When you stack that much misery into just a few square miles, folklore shows up whether it's invited or not. It started as whispers. Grandmothers, huddled by the stove, spoke of the bluff hag, a tall, skeletal thing in rotting lace who'd trade you a favour for a secret you hadn't told another living soul. Loggers, coming off the camps, half mad from isolation and cheap whiskey, talked about strange lights that would slide uphill against the wind and voices that hollered their names from the dark mouths of sandstone caves. Nobody wrote it down at first. These stories just swapped hands like germs, each teller adding a new, chilling wrinkle the last one missed. After a while, the stories took on a life of their own. Even the sheriff's horses, animals with no sense of history, began to balk at the trailhead after dark. Fast forward a century and Black River Falls looks like any other sleepy Midwestern town. The coffee is from a gas station and the bait shop opens at 5 a.m. But the old stories don't take hints, they linger. The Van Schaik photography studio is a one-chair barbershop now, and the owner, a man who doesn't believe in ghosts, swears the bell above his door jangles when no one has walked in. He keeps a meticulous log in a ledger. Tuesday, 3:47 p.m, Saturday, 11:02 a.m. The bell's clapper needs a solid push to ring. There's no string, no cross breeze, no prank-playing kids in sight. Up on the bluffs, where lovers carve their initials into the trees, teenagers still dare each other to walk past the second great oak. They come back down chalk white and breathless, swearing they heard a woman's voice softly counting 1 potato, 2 potato, and saw footprints that stride right off the edge of the cliff and simply vanish into thin air. But the most stubborn story of all is that of the river bride. Show up just after a hard rain when the river is swollen and brown and they say you might spot her. She stands knee-deep in the churning current, with tangled river weeds for a veil and a fistful of wilted cowslips. She always faces upstream, as if waiting for something. Locals who remember the story of the cop baby, whose burial blanket was said to be stitched with a pattern of cowslips, feel their stomachs drop every time they hear it. The newspaper archives, the asylum ledgers, the glass plate photographs of the dead, they all ratify an era when death kept the books and hope was a line item no one could afford. And here, on these same bluffs, in these same woods, people still feel the temperature plummet, hear bells ring themselves and see footprints that stop cold in mid-air. Have you ever hiked these trails and felt an inexplicable tug on your sleeve? Have you ever heard a voice that doesn't belong to any living throat